Three participants, please find someone with a microphone if you have a question.
Teddy, epic performance against a school that you grew up rooting for. You got very animated after one of the touchdowns. You threw up the U and did sort of a throat slash. What was that all about?
Well, for one, I would just like to apologize, to the University of Miami and their fans and their team. I was pretty caught up in my emotions at the moment, and you can't get too caught up in your emotions. So I felt that I was out of line doing that. So I would like to apologize to them for that. But I'm just so proud of my teammates and the way we played today.
Teddy, as a follow-up to that, over here. This week you kind of downplayed what the emotions would be like, but you seemed very fired up, and so did all your teammates. How much did this game mean to you going up against Miami and then having the performance that you did?
Well, it meant a whole lot because not only were we going against, not only was I and some of the guys from the state of Florida going against, a hometown school, but we were going against a quality opponent and a decent opponent, and that's what we've been waiting for all year. We've always heard that our schedule wasn't that tough, but when we were able to play against a quality opponent, that's something that's why you play the game, to compete. And the guys, they went out there today and we competed in all three phases: offense, defense, and in the kicking game.
Charlie, you said this game was right back here. Right over here. Charlie, you said this game was going to be the measuring stick of what you guys bring to the ACC. What message do you think you sent tonight?
Well, I've been saying this the whole season long, and I still feel like this. We have one of the best teams. We are one of the best teams in college football. When we go out and play in the way we played tonight, you can understand why. But when you go into a conference, you always look at who are the top teams in that conference. I look at Miami. I look at Clemson. I look at Florida State. And for us to get our program to where we need to get it to, those are the teams that we had to measure up to. And each and every week next year is going to be a great experience for us. But just looking at what we accomplished tonight, it was great just watching our team and watching how well we perform.
Charlie, what is it about this coaching staff and getting ready for bowl games? Last year came out against Florida and performed really well, and this year Miami the same thing.
When you get to a bowl game, it's all about fundamentals and technique, and that's what you have to work on. Like, we had 2 weeks to prepare. So the first week we did nothing but fundamentals and technique, just how to play a cut block, just making sure we don't turn the ball over, how to just do the little things. And that's what we didn't want to get away from. You can't make it a scheme game because at the end of the day, our guys, they know how to line up. They know what defense you call, what offense you call, what special teams. They know all of those things. But it's all about fundamentals, and it's the little things that you have to continue to work on. And you have to practice. What we did, we practiced. I know our guys wanted some time off, but they weren't going to get any time off. It was like, hey, we're going to practice, and then I'm going to practice you early enough where I'll give you the afternoon off. But it just boils down to just work, and it's just mental, physical toughness, and you get that accomplished. And then once you get to game day, and we felt like going to this game, we were there, we were ready to go play. You can ask these guys. Today we had a walkthrough. Yesterday it was very light practice, but I didn't put the pads. I maybe put the pads on twice during those whole 2 weeks. We can go practice. So I think we matured enough now to go practice.
Coach, were you trying to send a message to Miami or the rest of the ACC by passing so late in the fourth quarter with the big lead you had?
No, we never try to send a message, and we always respect this game, and we always respect the opponent. So it was never we make anything about us. Sometimes when you line up on defense and you take away a lot because what they was trying to do was pressure, then you can't let them. They load the box, so you try to get the ball out of your hands and take what they give you. But it's never about us, and it's never about us trying to send a message or just trying to say who we are. We're going to play the game, and we're going to play the game the right way.
For both of the players, do y'all feel like y'all made a statement to the ACC with the way y'all performed tonight against one of the traditional powers that Coach Strong said y'all try to measure up against?
I feel like we did, as a unit and as a team. I feel like we made a statement, to the nation that, we could play with, anybody in the country. And, I feel like no one really gives us a chance, but every time that we are faced with a quality opponent, I think we step up to the task and make it happen.
And like you said, we've been waiting all year, for a quality opponent, and not knocking the teams that we face in our conference now, but no one ever respected our schedule. And Coach Strong always says that respect is something that you have to take. So we just felt that tonight we were able to just go out there and earn that respect and take it.
Coach, this is for you and Marcus. Do you feel like this defense gets lost in the shuffle sometimes? As great as that offense was tonight, but this defense was really great as well, holding Miami to 174 yards total.
No, I don't think that at all, because I look at us and we have to, I know this with all three phases, that we play to one another. And each game is going to be different, but defensively we played very well this year, but it was no reason for us not to. And tonight, just with the pressure, I know this on defense. If you can disrupt the rhythm of an offense, you have a chance. And our first goal on playing to win is go play great defense. We have a great quarterback, we have a great offense, but defensively we're going to go and we're going to play each and every game, because the championship teams play great defense.
I just think about, not all that. We don't really think about like all that other stuff. Our main focus is, to try to get the ball back to Teddy so he can go down, and try to and score. That's our main focus. We just want to get the ball back to him.
Charlie, you've seen a lot of outstanding performances from Teddy. Where does this one rank?
Well, it's looked like each and every week it gets better and better. You look at the Cincinnati, then you say, well, how can we measure up to the two plays that he made there? And then you watch tonight, he has a guy dragging on him, and then he gets the guy up on him. Almost got the guy up with the safety. I think if the ball hadn't hit the ground, he probably could have got away from him. But he's a special player, and he has so much respect for his teammates. And the thing you really like about Teddy Bridgewater is he never made it about himself. And he always made it about the team. He could have been a very selfish player in the beginning, because he could have made it all because of what was happening with all the notoriety that he was getting. Everybody was just trying to make it about him, and he never let that happen. But that's what special players do. They make everyone else around him better, and Marcus just said it. Defensively, what we try to do is get the ball back to him, because if we get the ball in his hands, we'll always have a chance to go score.
Coach, yesterday you said that this was the best offense you guys have probably ever faced in your career with Louisville. After actually seeing them on the field and playing against them, do you still feel the same way?
Oh, I do. Did you see that offensive line? Did you see the way you guys look? No, it was and our players, Marcus in here. But if you watch them the whole season, we just played so well tonight on defense. But what we were able to do is on third down, we gave them a lot of issues because we just was walking guys around. We never put a guy's hand down. But we wanted to make it, there's almost like the radar defense, just move guys around, move them around, and then come with the pressure. But we want to create confusion for the quarterback, because they had their speed at wide receiver. One thing about them, those guys, they run 4-3s. They play like they run 4-3s too. They can run. But we knew we couldn't give up the big play tonight on offense with the wide receivers.
Teddy, right here. Can you just talk about Coach Watson, Sean Watson, and what he's meant to you in terms of developing your game as you head on, whether it's somewhere else or back for another year?
Well, no, I'll try not to be emotional right now, but Coach Watson, he's a very special person to me. And you have those top 5 people in your favorite, your top 5 people in your lives, and he's one of them in my life. And that right there just says it all, because he doesn't care about only football. He cares about my development as a young man. And I'm just so thankful that, he's been a part of not only my career, but my life. And, our relationship is just, it's a bond that no one can break. And, I'm very grateful to have him a part of my life.
Teddy, you went in the